And still, Chaos has the capping advantage on the map. And if you look in the south, he's got his heretics upgraded with the grenade launchers, or as we like to call them, noob tubes, if you've ever played Battlefield 2. And we have a rolling skirmish going up on the top. So that's really exciting if you find rolling skirmishes exciting, which I believe the Germans did in World War II, yeah. And once again, we have kiting back into the Devastator Marine Squad and forces the retreat on the heretics, who take the long way around. They're going to pay for it with blood. Blood in the shape of one guy dying without any blood, which is incredibly unlikely in Dawn of War 2, it seems to me. Most people spurt 6 people's worth of blood when they die at 8 minutes 57, 58, 59, 60, and oh, we've got Flamer Tactical Marines at the generator farm for Chaos, taking out 2 generators at once with their magical flamer that goes through buildings. I wish I had a magical flamer that went through buildings so the government could confiscate it and throw me in jail, but they're pushed off by these tactical marines anyways, and then they realize, why the heck am I being pushed off? I got a fucking flamethrower! So they turn the flamethrower on the tactical marines, on the Chaos tactical marines, and now it's just a fight to the death. Appropriately enough, a couple of them die, 1 on each side, and now it's a fight to the death again, but the scouts are in it, yada yada yada. This is the wimpiest fight between giant 7-foot tall super soldiers wearing power armor I have ever seen. And I don't know why that scout just blew up right there. If someone could explain that, that would be amazing. It might have been a grenade from these heretics, but that just seems so long. I guess the range on those is sweet! Those heretics should move slightly to the right or slightly to their left to get into some cover. Although I guess it doesn't matter because they're just shelling these scouts. Oh, Chaos Space Marines. I thought those were enemies. Oh well, whatever. We're not going to talk about my misconceptions. We have all 3 victory points in the hand of the Space Marine player, so although he's... Whoa, actually come to think of it, he's kept most of the map back, so he's doing a really good job. You can see the Chaos Lord setting all sorts of things on crazy fire. The Immolate ability, I believe, is what he uses. He has a combi flamer, which is Warhammer 40,000 speak for flamer duct tape to whatever gun he was originally holding. That's what combi means, duct tape. Look at this fight. Chaos Lord low health, but the Havoc squad managed to suppress. Look at this, just suppression units everywhere. Very nice use by both players of using their suppression units to reposition constantly and always to be in as many fights as they can possibly get their suppression units into. Oof, heretics really getting flamed on the south. Look at that, burn, 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 and that is the end of those heretics. A whole heretic squad down, and the Chaos player is just losing many, many, many squads right here. He's down to heretics, Space Marines, and Havocs, aka Devastators, and he might even lose. What is this being called in on the middle, just south of the middle VP? It is going to be exciting. I can call this now. It's a drop pod. That was boring. I don't care. Oh, wait, something came out of the drop pod. Okay, that's slightly better. Wait, no, nothing came out of the drop pod. What the fuck? Something's supposed to come out of those. Really? Right? I don't know anything about this game. I have no business shoutcasting, I should tell you guys up front. But look, a Flamer just killed the power farm, so Chaos is going to be on the hind legs now. He's got plus 39 income on power versus plus 49 for the Space Marines, and he might lose his Chaos Lord right here if he is not careful. Why is he trying to engage these tactical Marines? Oh, it's because he was waiting for his Combi Flamer to come out and flame them, but that does very little damage. But manages to force the retreat. Now he's moonwalking. I hope he's moonwalking on your screen too, else I'm gonna look kinda crazy, but I guess I kinda look kinda crazy anyways. And something happened up north, I guess Assault Marines. Maybe Assault Marines came out of that drop pod. I thought they didn't. I'm 90% sure they didn't. I don't know, maybe you can just call in a drop pod just to reinforce around it. That'd be kinda funny. I don't play this game enough to know anything about it. I don't even shoutcast it enough to know anything about it. From the Eye of Terror, we come to kill. I guess that's one reason to leave the Eye of Terror. It sounds like a pretty fantastic place to hang out, though. 12 minutes, 23, 24, 25, 26. The thing about coming from the Eye of Terror with the intent to kill is that, like, when does it end, you know? There's always going to be more people to kill. And eventually you might die, but clearly that was not your intent. Oof! Assault Marines jump straight into a Chaos Havoc's suppressing unit. And look, it's a Chaos Dreadnought. So the Chaos Dreadnought comes with a giant gun bolted to one side and a giant claw bolted to the other side. This demonstrates that nobody really thought about it when they were building the Dreadnought, because the gun is going to be useless if you're using the claw, and the claw is going to be useless if you're using the gun. But, luckily he replaces his gun with a second claw, which is much more sensible and is how the kit should come pre-assembled in the first place. And so now it is going to be a terror to anything it gets close enough to lick. But it cannot lick because it is entombed in a metal coffin for eternity. He can lick the inside of the metal coffin, the metal tomb, for eternity, but that's little solace because it tastes like licking nickels. And have you ever licked a nickel? You do not want to lick a nickel. That is a yucky taste in your mouth for the foreseeable future. And that explains why the Chaos Dreadnought is so angry. So angry. If someone could replace the inside of his Chaos Dreadnought with marshmallows, I don't think he would be killing quite so many people. I won't be the one to test that, of course. That's a very dangerous proposition. And the Space Marines is going to Tier 3, so I don't know where he got all this power, but he's been saving it for quite a while, and he's using it to go to Tier 3, and he's actually got plus 54 power income, because Chaos actually hasn't been harassing the power well enough at all. Ooh, look at this, we got a Melta Bomb on the Chaos Dreadnought. That's just going to make him angrier, guys! Why are you doing that? And now he's in the battle. Look at his claws, they're glowing. He looks like a Wendigo. Why do I know what a Wendigo looks like? I don't even know what a Wendigo is, but this guy's on fire. He's being flamed, but he's running away because, of course, there's a missile attack squad. The Space Marine, uppercuts the Apothecary, and by uppercuts I mean stabs him with his claws. And it looks like the Dreadnought is in here for the fight to the death. I don't know why he's sticking around with his missile launcher if he doesn't want to lose his Dreadnought. Clearly he's resigned himself to losing the Dreadnought. I guess he figures there's no way he's going to be able to get away from the tactical squad, so it's the end of this Dreadnought dying, running to his death, trying to melee the tactical squad so it cannot use his missile launcher. This is not going to work, but he might take some Space Marines with him before he dies. Yeah, it looks like he did take a Space Marine with him before he died. Might be the only one. Oh, he's in melee with the squad now, so might not see a missile launcher, and they're pulling back, of course, because that's what you want to do. If you ever have a missile tactical squad against a walker, he's going to either run away or try and engage you in melee. Either way, you got to stay out of the range of that walker. And, oh, we have another Melta Bomb on the Dreadnought. Will this be the thing that takes it all the way? No, it doesn't do jack. Shit. Melta Bombs don't do anything. Is not meleeing the missile attack squad, so although he's killed quite a few people with this Chaos Dreadnought, it's level 2 and on his way to level 3, he's not microing it quite enough and really needs to get it into melee with that tac squad. No! Actually can eat another missile before it dies, so maybe he'll take a, yep, takes an Assault Marine with him. That was a bloody brutal kill. Oh, boom, and now he's entombed forever in hell. Which might have marshmallows slightly better, but the marshmallows are held by the demons who roast them over you. Oh, look at that combi flamer shooting its combi fireballs at combi missile attacks. I'm just going to put combi in front of everything. Maybe it's combi or combi. Well, big comeback from Chaos. Despite still losing all his units, he built another heretic to replace the one. So despite not having any units, oh, he's building Bloodletters. Despite not having any units, he's capped quite a bit of the map back, wiped out the Space Marine Power Farm, and is in fact capping what used to be the Space Marine Power Farm. So, because these Chaos do not support family farms and have completely wiped out the Space Marines, they are clearly what the Republicans say will happen to the Democrats if they take power. They will wipe out family farms. That was a very convoluted joke. So these heretics over to the left of the middle VP are doing some sort of crazy ass, I don't know what that is, because I don't own Chaos Rising. I barely play the game. I don't really understand what that does. But we have lots of fights going on. Chaos managed to push the Space Marines off on the right, almost killed that assault squad. One guy left in it, that's the Sergeant. But in the middle we have the Chaos Lord and his heretics pushing off this devastated Marine squad. I think he did some sort of crazy thing. I wasn't really paying attention, and hopefully you figured out what that was on your own, and now we have Bloodletters coming in for the fight. The Bloodletters are an interesting unit because they are giant demons with flaming swords, so we will something to battle. What did he just say? I don't know.